Hello, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I am your host, Giovany, and this is Movie Talk podcast style. We will give our anticipation levels for some of the upcoming summer movies. Today's movie council includes Jacob.
Hello.
Ivan.
Yo.
Brian.
Hey.
And Jessica.
Hello.
So with that out of the way, let's get this Movie Talk podcast style started.
Let's start talking.
And here we go.
All right, so we're going to start with the anticipation levels for the summer movies of 2019. So the way that it's going to work is if you are excited to see the movie, you're most likely going to see it. So we're going to treat it like a signal traffic light, right? So we got green, yellow, red, right? So the green light is going to be obviously go. You know, you're interested in seeing it, you want to see it, and so on. Yellow light, you're more like on the fence, like maybe you want to see it, maybe you don't, you may end up seeing it or not. So that's yellow light, and then obviously red light is you just have no interest, and you're going to stop yourself from going to see that particular movie. So that's how we're going to do it, all right? So individually, I'm going to ask you what level, what light you guys are for that particular movie. All right, so the very first movie is Men in Black International, starring Chris Hemsworth, and I forget what the girl's name, what the actress's name is. Girl from Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, right. Her. Jacob, Men in Black International.
Theater is the red light. I don't really. Fucking never mind. Let me repeat that shit. I was gonna say. I don't know much about it. Just that one like silly trailer. Doesn't look like it's gonna be worth going to the theaters and getting. Yeah, I don't know.
It's never like worth talking about it, right?
No, it's not even that. Like, yeah. I don't need anything to say about it.
It's such a red light. You don't even want to talk about this movie.
Pretty much.
You're just gonna stop talking.
Ivan?
It's a red light. I like Chris Hemsworth, but that's not enough to make me go see the movie. I didn't see Ghostbusters, so I'm not gonna see that either.
Same red light. It looks terrible.
Moving on.
I'm gonna say green light.
Oh, what the hell?
I think it looks like a good bad movie. You know what I mean? Like it looks fun, like a cheesy fun. Like if you're going in it knowing it's gonna be bad, I think it could be a fun time. You know, not going in being like, oh my god, they better do this movie justice and like
just a fun, entertaining movie.
Yeah, just like a fun, like little twist on whatever they're gonna do, and it's fun to like be back in that universe of Men in Black. And I don't know, I think it's fun. I like it. Green light.
For me, it's gonna be a yellow light because I like Dark Phoenix. I may end up seeing this, only because I really like the first Men in Black movie. I hated the second one. Mm-hmm. The third one was better than the second one, but the second one was so bad though that I mean it's just like
I didn't see the third one because of the second one.
Yeah, but and then this Chris Hemsworth, I think, may save it if it's decent, but it's a yellow light for me when it comes to Men in Black International. Okay, so the next movie, and I think Men in Black International comes out on June 14th, I believe, and the next movie is Pixar's Toy Story 4. Okay, and that's coming out June 21st. Jacob, Toy Story 4.
Green light. I don't know anything about this movie. I just seen like the trailers of them holding hands, going in circles, and that's it. And that's all I really need to see. And yeah, it's Toy Story 4. I'm gonna watch it.
Green light. When Toy Story 3 was finished, I thought they ended it perfectly. When I heard that they were working on Toy Story 4, I did not see the reason why, but I feel like they had something planned already to really, really end it perfectly. And so I'm excited to see how they want this one to be the finale when the third one was so great. So green light for me.
Right.
Green light.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailers?
I saw the one that he was talking about with when they're holding hands.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean, I don't really.
Yeah,
I guess
naturally.
it's the same.
Oh, like the teaser.
Yeah, I saw the teaser too.
Like
but
it's not
I
even-
don't want to see the story.
It's
Yeah.
not even
See the
footage of the
trailer.
movie. It's
Toy
just
Story. You're gonna go see it.
Yeah, it's Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah, definitely green light. I'm excited to see it. Never lets me down, so I really hope this is the one that does it. But it's always a safe bet.
So with me, it's a green light. It's Toy Story. It's what basically kicked off these CGI animated or feature length movies, and it was one of my favorite animated movies of all time. The first Toy Story. I've seen all the trailers. Actually, no, most of the trailers for Toy Story 4. And if I just look at the trailers, they weren't that good. But I'm going to see it because it's Pixar and it's specifically, especially, it's Toy Story. And just some things that I've heard from Tom Hanks talking about how, you know, it was an emotional to voice Toy Story 4. So I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go, but I'm sure that's going to be the last time that we hear Tom Hanks and Tim Allen and the originals or whatever. So I'll definitely be seeing that. So that's a green light, Toy Story 4. Next movie is Child's Play, coming out June 21st. Jacob.
Big green light for me. I love Chucky. He's fun. He's funny. He's kind of scary, and if you really like think about it, I guess. He's more funny. And Mark Hamill voicing him, I think, is a good match. If they can't get Brad Dourif, Mark Hamill's the only other one that comes to mind. I feel like he can do a good Chucky voice. I'm excited for it. So, green light.
You seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Do you like the take that they're doing with the way Chucky is actually being able to do the things that he's doing?
The whole him being able to connect like via Bluetooth or whatever, I was iffy at it at first, but
that it's AI instead of
and his look too, I didn't like it at first, but then they show some scenes of him like red eyes going crazy with a knife, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm excited for it. More excited than Toy Story actually, in some ways.
Yeah. Another toy
It's
movie.
like the opposite of Toy Story.
I know. Come out the same day too. Ivan?
It's a green light, but I feel like a yellow light for it. I just know I'm gonna go watch it, but I'm not excited to watch it. When before they revealed that it was like connected to the internet and stuff like that, I was calling and saying like he's probably gonna be an AI. He's probably gonna be able to like control multiple devices or stuff like that. And then when I found out that was true, I was not happy at all with it.
Just the fact that you were able to predict what was going to
it's
happen.
gonna be very.
The synopsis.
It's gonna be very like tacky. I can tell.
Brian?
It's gonna be green light because it looks like it might be a fun movie to watch, but they've made some pretty bad ones,
Most definitely.
and
Yep.
this one always has a chance of being bad.
Red light.
Oh, that's right. You don't like
I will not
Child's
watch it.
Play
Terrified
and
of
Chucky.
Yeah.
Why not, Jessica?
Because it won't, okay?
Okay. That's a solid red light.
I don't need a buddy.
Yeah.
Is he still being called Buddy or whatever? Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what is the thing with that? Are they still calling
No, they
him
were
Buddy?
They're called Buddy now. They were called Good Guys dolls.
Oh, that's what it is.
They're being called Buddy
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah,
But
they were good
is
guys.
Chucky still in this movie? Like, do they still call him Chucky,
I
or
hope
do they
so.
call him Buddy?
I hope they
No,
just
they
give
call
him the
him
name Chucky.
Okay.
Hopefully.
No.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
You
he
should
said-
say Chucky. Yeah,
The name of the movie is Chucky. So.
it's Child's Play.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that
shit.
kid. I like
That's
that
right.
kid
My
too.
bad.
What else is
Child's
he in?
Play.
That little boy. The little boy.
I don't recognize him from anything.
That movie
Um,
is in.
But yeah, Child's Play's a green light for me. Yeah, the last 2 or 3. Yeah, I think the last 3 Chucky movies were fucking horrible. They were just like really, really bad. And
The Chucky.
I like Cold of Chucky, man. I had some
Which one?
cool scenes. Cold of Chucky.
you like that?
Yeah.
That was good.
I did not like it.
I haven't seen it.
That's the one that was like dropped on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't
Fun to
like it. And then of course there's what is it, Seed of Chucky.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah,
That's- oh my god.
That was just that's what started it for me, anyways. So yeah, I mean, I like the characters, so that's sort of like the rebooting. I was okay, so I like the characters, so maybe they do something better. But yeah, the last ones were just so bad. So
My only fear with this movie is just I feel like they're gonna go with like the Stranger Things trope where like the kids team up and like they take down the back.
Which we kind of see that in the trailer, right?
I'm so sick of that shit. But I'm sure they're gonna go with that trend. I just hope that they don't overdo it and it's like stupid.
And if they do, some of those kids better die.
Yeah, they're not gonna die though. They're not gonna. That'd be fucking badass. That would be such a cool Chucky movie.
He's also in Annabelle, and he's in Lights Out, and he's also in this movie called Benji that I think is so cute.
And I've seen those movies, so I still didn't recognize him. Well, because he's young, so he probably look different in a couple of years.
He has one of those faces that don't really age.
All right, so the next summer movie is called Midsommar, from writer and director of Hereditary, Ari Aster. And Jacob, what are your thoughts on this movie?
Red light. No, I'm just kidding. What the hell? Green light. I loved Hereditary. I don't know anything about Midsommar. I just know it's maybe about cults and it's somehow maybe connected to Hereditary, and that's more than enough.
Yeah, I don't know much. I don't know much about it either, but
in the summer.
That's all I need to know. Is just the guy who made Hereditary is making this. That's more than enough. I'm already there.
Green light and everything Jacob said. Like, there's only been one trailer, right?
I think so. I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, it didn't show anything.
I knew there was a movie from
Yeah.
Ari Aster coming out this year, summer, but I didn't know the name of it. I haven't seen a trailer until Bryan actually brought it up, or was it you, Jude?
Might have been Bryan.
One of you. But Bryan, your thoughts?
Green light. Yeah, green light. I really liked Hereditary, even though it was very disturbing. It's a beautiful movie. And yeah, that's all you really need to know, that it's another movie by the same guy. And I heard something that it might be connected to Hereditary, so all pluses.
Jessica?
Green light looks super interesting, and yeah, it does look like it's gonna be scary though. It is a scary movie, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Assuming,
like a thrilling movie or whatever. I really hope it's not connected to Hereditary, because that movie was freaking terrifying. But I don't know. This one definitely looks super interesting.
If you look at the poster of Midsommar, you can probably think it might be a horror movie.
I guess.
And the most interesting thing is that it's so bright and everything is like daylight.
Yeah.
For a horror.
Oh yeah. Like a cult movie.
So you said green?
Yeah, for sure green.
Okay, so that's a green light for me, for all the reasons that everyone already said. So, yes, Midsommar. And now it comes out in July, or on July 3rd, so the week of 4th of July. So
America.
Midsommar and then Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so those all green lights, I believe, right? The next movie is Annabelle Comes Home, part of the Conjuring universe. That one comes out actually June 26th. Jacob.
It's a yellow close to green. I just love horror movies. I even the bad horror movies, I watch them. And Conjuring 2 was okay, and the other Annabelle movies were okay, except for Annabelle. What's the
Creation?
Creation. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah. So there's a lot of jump scares in this trailer, which is a big turnoff. Hate jump scares. They're really lazy, but I'll watch it. I guess green light.
Okay.
Horror movie.
Evan?
Red light. I did watch Annabelle Creation, but at home, and only because people were saying it's really good, and if they say the same thing, I'll watch it at home. But it doesn't look good, and I'm not interested in that universe anymore.
Bryan?
Yeah, the same. I'm gonna watch it, but if the reviews are good, I'll watch it in the theater. If they're not, then I'll rent it.
Jessica?
Red light. I've never had an interest in Annabelle. I think the whole thing is very unrealistic, which makes it not scary, because who the hell would own a doll that looked like that?
Yeah.
And I honestly think it'd be way scarier if it was an actual Raggedy Ann doll, which Annabelle was supposed to be, because lots of people had those in their homes. I even had one. So that would make it more practical and scary. But the fact that it's like this stupid, creepy porcelain doll, I'm like,
Tell your Annabelle story.
No.
Did you
Don't take me back to that place. Huh?
Did you like Creation?
I remember it was super slow, and then it had like no payoff because it was just a jump scare. Like it wasn't anything like scary. It was the one with the couple, right? Oh, what's the one with like the couple? It's
Oh, you're talking about the first one.
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
it
Annabelle.
sucked.
That one
sucked.
sucked.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
see that one.
That one was
so
really bad.
slow. I was
The
like,
Creations
falling
one where
asleep.
they had like that foster home and that farmhouse.
I don't think I
Yeah.
saw it then,
We
Oh,
did I?
did.
that
We saw it
one
together. All of us.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe I just pushed it out of my mind because it was so bad. But
Oh. So yeah, for me, it's gonna be a green light. I did like Annabelle Creation, even though the trailer, like you guys mentioned, they don't look that scary or just not scary at all. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I watched The Nun, which is part of the Conjuring universe, and that was horrible. I didn't go watch La Llorona because it just looked like The Nun. I'll probably rent it and see how that is, but and then Conjuring 2 was okay. I really liked the first Conjuring, and the first Annabelle movie sucked, and I don't know if there's any other Conjuring universe movies besides the ones that I mentioned, but yeah, most likely I'll end up seeing it, so it's gonna be a green light for Annabelle. What is it? Comes Home or some shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next movie is MCU's last movie of 2019. That's Spider-Man: Far From Home. Jigo?
Green light. Homecoming was kind of forgettable, but watching it a couple of times, I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I could see him as being a Spider-Man, and just off the trailer, it doesn't look that interesting. But it's a Spider-Man movie. I'll watch it. Tom Holland's pretty good as Spider-Man, so I guess green light.
Ivan?
I was originally yellow light because I didn't see Homecoming until it came out on Blu-ray, and when I saw the trailer for this one, I was not interested in that one as well, until I found out that it's supposed to be after Endgame, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's the final movie of Phase 4.
Right.
So I'm very excited now. Definitely a green light, and I have a feeling it's gonna set up Phase 5. Like whatever they show at the end, it's gonna kickstart Phase 5. So I'm excited. Green light for sure.
Right.
Definitely green light. I really like Jake Gyllenhaal in this.
Yeah.
I'm a
Or
big
his
fan-
casting.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his acting, and that's a pretty cool villain.
Mysterio. Yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah, so
Like Mysterio.
just what I saw from the trailer, it looks pretty good. So definitely a green light for me.
a green light. I've enjoyed all the Spider-Man movies, so green light. I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, it's a green light for me. I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and I like Jake Gyllenhaal to play that character, Mysterio, even though I think he chose that role over Batman, Bruce Wayne. But either way, it looks interesting. We get to see the aftermath of Endgame. This is the first movie that we're going to see, and we'll see it pretty quickly after Endgame. We don't have to wait like a year or anything. So that's good that they're doing it that way. And yeah, it's a green light. The next movie is The Lion King. Jacob.
Green light. I love the animated Lion King, one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Live action looks phenomenal, just the CGI, and it's crazy to look at that and know it's live action. So green light. I love the story, the characters, the voice actors they announced for the characters. So I don't see anything wrong with it. So it should be a green light for me.
Green light. I don't have much to say. I was not super excited to see it until the second trailer when I saw Scar. I like that he doesn't have black hair. He just looks like a beaten down like lion. So I like the direction they're going with.
Right.
Definitely a green light. Lion King's my favorite Disney movie, and then Toy Story is number 2. But yeah, the trailer looks amazing. Like the movie the CGI looks really good, and same people that worked on what's that movie?
Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
And the Jungle Book really surprised me.
Me too.
It was really good.
Yeah.
So I have full faith that this movie's gonna be good. Yeah. Green light.
Super green light for me. I'm
And
so
super green
excited to see this movie. It visual looks amazing, and then like Timon and Pumbaa were so cute in it too.
Seth Rogen.
So I don't know, everything about it. It's already like surpassed the expectations I could have had for it just in a trailer. So So I'm super
Oh,
excited.
and
to
James
see it.
Earl Jones.
Perfect, yeah.
Returning for Mufasa.
Remember who you are.
Yeah, so Lion King is a green light for me as well. As far as best animated movies, it is between Lion King or Toy Story. Definitely for the traditional animation is definitely the best one. But I go back and forth with those two movies. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks realistic, even though all of it is completely CGI. And I like Jungle Book as well, and it's being directed by Jon Favreau, who did Jungle Book. So and now doing Mandalorian series and all that stuff. So it should be good. The next movie is Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Jacob?
I don't know shit about this movie. All I know is Quentin Tarantino's making it, and it's about Charles Manson murders. So, yeah, that's enough for me to like just to go in blind and watch it. I watch it. Green light for me. Don't have much to say about it.
Green light for me. I don't have much to say because I didn't see the trailer on purpose because a lot of his movie trailers are misleading. So I want to just go in without any expectations and just enjoy hopefully a good movie.
Right.
Definitely a green light. I couldn't help myself, so I watched the trailer. I've seen it a couple of times, and I'm really excited for this movie. Really excited to see how DiCaprio and Brad Pitt work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green light.
Green light for me too. Yeah. I forgot what movie we were talking about.
Oh, really?
So you said green light?
Yeah.
You said green light?
Oh, it was Once Upon a Time. Oh yeah, I knew that. I was thinking, and then I don't know. I went off to La La Land. Anyways, yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I think I shouldn't say that it's like an interesting story, but like it's obviously something horrible that happened. But I think Quentin Tarantino can tell the story in like a unique way.
Yep, for sure. So that's a green light you said, right?
Yes, green light. I'm sorry. Yes, green light.
All right, so it's a green light for me. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, and the trailers are good. Tarantino casted two of his former actors in his previous movies, DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Then they casted what's her name?
Margot Robbie.
There you go, Margot Robbie. She looked like she can do good in that from what we saw in the trailer, and it just looks like it would be interesting. It seems something that I would like, but yeah, definitely a green light for me. And the next summer movie is Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jacob?
big old red light. Those movies are dumb. I wouldn't go see it in theaters for sure. I wouldn't get up and dress myself to go see it. I wouldn't do anything. I'm not gonna go see that shit. But no, I'm not gonna see that shit in theaters. Fuck no.
Ivan?
Red light. I would never see this movie.
Damn.
Even if people think it was actually pretty good.
No.
Never. Even if it was on TV, I'd change the channel. Like I would never watch it.
Looks horrible.
I hate the Fast and Furious series, and this is a spin-off from that fucking universe. No.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, only because when I'm stuck in the movie theater, I would never freaking like
Stuck in there?
watch that shit. No.
You don't
Red
like
light.
you don't like
Never.
you don't like the comic duo of The
No,
Rock
it's
and
terrible.
Jason Statham? Not fighting a giant shark, Brian?
Red light. Where do I start? That movie should probably just be exclusively like every other market except for North America. Like it's gonna do pretty good financially, like worldwide.
Oh yeah,
Because those
for
kind
sure.
of movies are more targeted for them. I have no interest in this movie at all. Red light.
I'm gonna say red light, but it could be a yellow light for me. Like I'm not gonna, like Jacob said, I'm not gonna make this like a priority of mine to get up and go and see this. I would never pay for it to rent it,
Hell no.
but if it was like free streaming, then and I had nothing to do and I wanted to watch a stupid
Damn.
movie.
And I was dying. And
Yeah, I would definitely not watch it if I was dying. I wouldn't waste my time.
Oh
with
yeah,
that,
that's right.
But yeah, then in that case, I might
If you were in prison.
There you go.
I hate that this movie exists.
Damn, fuck. So this is a green light for me. No, I'm kidding. It's red. Although I'll probably rent it, just to see how.
I would not
how it
contribute
is.
financially to this in any way.
But yeah, so it's gonna be a red light for me, and I don't really think I need to say anything else about it. All right, so the next movie is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Jugo?
Green light. I'm a sucker for horror movies, and I grew up reading those books. My older brothers had the first three, and I remember like just reading those in my bed, being terrified. So I feel like if the budget is right and you have the monsters looking great, because even if everything else is great, if the monsters look like shit, it's gonna totally take me out of it.
Have you seen the trailer?
Some of it, and some of it looks like pretty crappy a little bit. But I'm still hopeful. I'll watch it. I like those stories. There's some pretty good ones. So green light for me.
I would have been more excited for this movie if it came out like 10 years ago. If they're gonna be exactly, and then that's what it looks like. If it's gonna be exactly like the same stories, it's not gonna be very interesting watching something I already know exactly what's gonna happen. Because all those stories are, short stories, and you don't forget about it. You don't forget the details and stuff. So if they find a way to to surprise us, I'll be happy with it. I don't care too much about the budget or how good it looks.
Which I think they
don't
should.
expect too much.
I think they should maybe mix it up. Like maybe some of them would be exactly like the book, and then some of them maybe they change it up.
Do a twist that way.
Yeah,
catches off
right.
something
That'd be good.
We're expecting, this is exactly what happens.
Yeah, I think that would be something interesting for them to do. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not, but Bryan.
Green light for me. Big fan of Guillermo del Toro, and the books, so green light.
Green light for me too. I remember reading these and being super scared. I kind of want them to not veer from the story though, because I just remember reading it and it's more scarier in your mind, obviously, when you're reading it.
Definitely.
Because your mind, your imagination, but just seeing it come to life would be like, oh my god, that's what that actually looked like. Oh my gosh, so it'd be scarier. But I see what I think that idea is cool. Every other one being like a twisty one. But otherwise, I wouldn't be bothered by the fact if they stuck totally to the book.
Okay. For me, it's a yellow light. I saw the trailer and it looks kind of crappy. I know Guillermo del Toro is involved, but he's not writing it or directing it. He's just a producer. And I remember the books. I do remember liking the books and all that stuff. I don't know if they're going to do one narrative story or if they're actually going to do a bunch of little stories throughout a movie, which in that case it should have been a TV series. But it's a yellow light. I'm on the fence with that. So, all right. So the next movie is Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Jacob? I
have nothing to say other than red light. I don't know. I haven't seen Dora since I was a kid, so I don't. I didn't know they were making a Dora movie until right now. You just told me, but
so right now.
I thought he was joking.
Yeah, I thought he was joking when he said they're making a Dora movie. I'm like,
the Dora
okay.
movie is Dora, 15 years old, and she goes into some adventure or some shit with Diego.
The live action or
and
animated?
the dad
Live
is
action.
and the dad is being it's live action, yeah.
It's gonna be horrible.
The dad is being played by what is that actor's name from Ant-Man?
The funny guy, the comic relief
Michael
guy.
Douglas.
Yeah.
The funny guy.
The Mexican guy?
What can I think of his name now?
Is his name Mario?
Michael Peña. There you go.
Oh.
So he's the dad. But if that helps your
No, it
decision.
doesn't change anything. It's red light.
Okay.
Fucking Dora. Live action? It sounds horrible, so red light.
Red light. This is Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid.
It's a Nickelodeon
Making
film.
This movie, they were gonna make this movie. They should have made it years ago.
Same thing, 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I remember that what was it? Funny or Die. They made a skit of
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's basically they saw this movie. They saw that skit and they thought this is probably a good movie. It's almost exactly like that.
Talk with the Dora in her 20s.
Yeah, she got captured just like how she gets captured in the trailer.
Bryan?
No. No, I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, not for me. It's for
It's the wrong target audience.
Red light for you?
Yeah, red light.
Red light for me too. I hate that she's 15. Dora's a little girl. We don't want to see no 15-year-old Dora. And there's no like boots. Oh no, there is a boot, which is stupid. And then, but there's no like backpack. There's no the map. There's no swipers. You know, things that like make it.
Probably
Okay, but like it's stupid that like every I
Swiper comes
don't know.
out.
Like what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's like a waste of money.
Yes,
Do you think it's gonna flop?
I hope so.
That you hope?
How long ago was
Naive
Dora?
little kids are gonna go and see it,
I
but
don't know, like
Because
15 years.
those kids that liked it are much older and not gonna go see this, and kids now are like, I don't know what this is.
yeah.
Probably.
Big flop.
It's a dumb move.
I know it's so dumb.
So that's a red light for me.
I would never take my kids. To
Shocker.
And that's it. All right, so that ends the anticipation levels of summer movies. Some of them were mixed, obviously, and there was a few that were all solid green, and some of them were solid red. Thank you guys, Jacob, Ivan, Brian, and Jessica, for the episode today.
It's a lot of fun.
And that's it. We're gonna close it here, and thank you guys for listening and watching. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.